Hey, my YNR fans. Yes, we have to talk about today's episode because Ashley learned the truth about Diane. Tucker also is furious about the secrets Diane told Jack. And Lily is afraid that the old Billy may return. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for October 25th. And without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. First up, let's talk about the Three Stooges. So, Phyllis storms onto the ranch, gloating to Nikki about seeing Jack and Diane talking about some issues at work. And of course, Nikki enjoying seeing Diane in pain. She is thrilled and demand details. Phyllis was like, she was crying. And Nikki is clutching her necklace and she's gasping about it. And Phyllis was like, they both seem rattled. And Phyllis was like, whatever it was, whatever happened, it was big. Now, Nikki's frustrated that Phyllis didn't try harder to get details, but Phyllis reminds Nikki that she and Jack, well, we're not really in a good place, so he ain't gonna tell me nothing. They go on to discuss Summer and how Diane needs to get out of their lives so Summer will be happy. Summer's really not complaining. You three are. But Nikki claims, yeah, I understand. I completely understand. And she appreciates her sacrifice working at Marchetti. They think it will eventually pay off. But Phyllis admits that, I still like the job and I'm good at it anyway. Now, over at the Abbott house, Jack flashes back to Diane confessing that she was a money mule for Jeremy. Ashley pops up, catches him drinking, and he tells her that Nikki and Phyllis was right all along about Diane. Now, he didn't give any specifics, but says that Diane was the woman in the Bentley and Tucker blackmailed her for the transgressions in return, and she fed him information on Ashley. Now, she has been lying since the beginning, and Ashley finds it absolutely disgusting that they preyed on Allie, such an innocent girl. Do we really know that yet? Anywho, Jack must be furious. He's caught off guard. Ashley's sorry to see him like this, and they worry about how Kyle is going to take it. Jack believes he'll be devastated. I would think so too. Now, he admits that he doesn't think Diane had other motives other than survival. He also asks if she could still get information out of him, and she sure is trying. Speaking of Diane, she's over at Crimson Lights, sulking. Tucker finds her there and noticed her in this bad mood. He's like, what happened? Do we need to go somewhere private? Diane told him, dude, take a hike. She'd rather never talk to him ever again and is not happy about his blackmail. Now, he realizes somebody found out what they're up to in LA, and Diane admits that she told Jack everything. Tucker is pissed. He is not happy. He do ask her if she actually regrets it after all of the information given. She says, I'm not sure, but he wishes that she should have just kept her mouth shut. Now, she snapped that he forced her hand, and he thinks Jack is going to tell Kyle and possibly everyone else in town what she confessed. Now, he rips the straw from her drink and tears it into two, and he throws it, talking about, what were you thinking? He calls her the same self-serving liar that she's always been. He's pounding the table as he reminds her of their objectives. I mean, he's thrown his chance at reconciliation, so he thinks, with Ashley along with all his other plans out the window. Now, Diane doesn't believe it. She was like, dude, you never had a chance with Ashley to begin with. Tucker snapped back that what she did was a bad move all around. Now, Diane tries to talk him off the ledge, but saying things are going to work out. He can't believe that she thinks this. Nobody is going to see you as a victim, Diane, is what he's saying. And that she should be worried about how he sees her. And right now, Tucker said he sees her as a liability. She thinks, well, if that's so, they need to part ways and, you need to be done with me. But he was like, nah, I'm not done with you. Then he gets a text message from Ashley to meet for a drink. Tucker tells Diane that for her sake, you better hope Jack hasn't told Ashley, which we all know he is. And if he has, I'm going to make your life so hard. So let's swing over to Noah's nightclub because Devon is apologizing to Abby and Chance for fighting with his cousin Nate. Now he's thanking Chance for stepping in, and Abby wants to know, well, what the heck was that argument all about in the first place? And Devon was like, I'd rather not say, but it's bad. And then we see Chance get a text message from work as he have to take off to the, GCPD. So Devon now steps in as a conversation with Abby. So they drink and talk about seeing him with Tucker. Now, she don't criticize Devon for seeing his father, and he was grateful for that. Now, he admits that he did have a good time with Tucker, and Devon also opened up that Nate no longer works with him at the company, and that Nate thinks about him that he's holding on too tight to Neil's memory and hasn't opened up to a partnership. Now, Abby is confused by that because he and Lily are partners. Now, Devon says that Nate doesn't believe he can let anyone step into Neil's territory. And Abby was like, well, is there some truth and validity to any of that? If it's untrue, then why is it bothering you so much, Devon? And he admit, well, he had the discomfort with the merger, but he felt pushed into it and suppressed his feelings about it. He isn't sure what Nate says is true, though. And as they continue to talk, Chance returns, catches them in a close moment where Abby has her hand on Devon. And yeah, Abby was shocked. She couldn't believe that Chance came back so fast. And then Devon takes off and leaves them alone so they can have some time to dance and, spend the rest of the evening together. So over at Society, Lily meets Billy where he has a bottle of champagne chilling. And they celebrate him leaving Chancellor Winters before things got a little stickier because she's questioning him. And he means, well, when they tell Jill that he's left the company. Now, he thinks that she's going to be upset, but believes that she thinks that it's better in Lily's hands anyway. And she smiles as he put it on thick by calling her amazing. Now, Lily calls it bittersweet and worrisome, though. Now, in the past, when he had so much time on his hand, he's always gotten himself into trouble. Trouble, Billy asks. Maybe he'll become a couch potato, and then they laugh about it, and he asks her, look, please promise me not to worry. And he takes her hand, he dances with her, and then they share a kiss. Now, speaking of kisses, we're back over at the Abbott mansion, and Jack continuously is thinking about Diane's confession and to another day when she told him he made her feel safe, and then she kissed him. I'm wondering, is that kiss and the fact that he's feeling sorry for Diane with what happened in L.A. kind of making him kind of feel, a little closer to her? We have to see. Now, Phyllis cannot give it a rest. Phyllis finds Diane upset and alone over at Crimson Lights. And she asks, oh, how are you? And what did you do this time, Diane? Now, Diane calls her relentless, disturbed, kind of like a vulture. And wow, Phyllis, that's what she says, calling that a vicious attack. And finally, Tucker meets up with Ashley over at Society. They run into Billy and Lily on their way out, and Billy is not happy about that meeting. Tucker tries to put his hand on the small of Ashley's back, obviously to try to get some kind of feelings out of her. She pushed him off, which is to be expected, and can see that Billy is not happy about that either. Now, once they're gone, meaning Billy and Lily, Ashley asks Tucker for honesty tonight, and he calls himself, you know what, I'm going to be an open book. She asks about him and Diane in L.A., and I'm going to need you to go slow and start from the beginning. So, yeah, we got to see how this all unfold. Everything about Diane's story is falling apart. Is it going to make Jack feel more sympathy for her and bring them closer? Is Kyle going to be devastated by this? What does that mean for Tucker continuing to blackmail Diane? And will Ashley get the information out of Tucker that she's hoping for? Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Tuesday, October 25th, 2022. Stay tuned for the bold and the beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.